Mr. Speaker.
Marama Fox.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to take a call on this bill because I think it is fundamentally important to the redevelopment of the Auckland area. Now, I've been quite interested in housing to find out what's going on up there. I've been up to Auckland a number of times to visit a number of housing developments. I've been to property developers and to see what they're doing privately, where I've seen developments of 1,000, 2,500 homes. I've seen developments that include having to build the road, having to bring the water, having to bring the power, to put the lights in, to put the footpaths in, all by the developer. What that means is, before they can even build a house, the section is now costing $400,000 to $500,000. We haven't even started to build a house yet because the Auckland City Council cannot afford to put the infrastructure into those areas. And so then I've been to see social housing development, where we're building 100-ish houses. I've been to see mixed social housing areas, where we're building mixed tenure of houses, high density, some low density, some affordable ones. But here's the thing, we are requiring only 10% of those houses to be affordable. And from the property developers I've met, they've said affordable is about $475,000. And they take a loss to get that in there, but they're building 1,000 homes. Every single other house in that development is the minimum $900,000. So if you get 10% and you build 100 houses, that's 10 houses. We don't have a problem with houses just on their own. We have a problem with affordable houses. So if we're building houses that are already priced out of the range of people who can already not afford them, then we're not actually solving anything. So here in Point England, why this is significantly important is because here we have an iwi who are about to take on a development plan that, yes, is these 300 houses, but right next door another possibly 2,000 houses. They can decant people out of their homes into the new homes instead of just pushing them out onto the street somewhere, maybe, don't know where, and then build some homes. So they are thinking about the community they live in, and they've seen the developments at Ngāti Paua. And here is the thing. I've been now to social housing developers, private property developers, mixed tenure developers, and none of them are building an adequate number of social houses, of affordable houses, except for one that I've seen, or two now. One of them is this one at Point England by Ngāti Paua. So who's building houses to help the people who most need them? Māori are building houses. Because when I talk to the property developer and they say, Marama, why the heck would I take a section that I've put all the infrastructure into and build a house for $300,000 and get $30,000 out of it, when I can put $1 million house on it and get $100,000 out of it? It does not make fiscal sense to do that, Marama. And so then they stick to the 10% limit that they have to do. And what does that provide? It provides a 2-bedroom home with low spec inside, no internal garage, but maybe a carport or maybe not, a car space next to the house. That's what $475,000 will buy you. But wait, you only have to have that house for 2 years, Mr. Speaker. And after 2 years, you can take that house and sell it on. You can sell it on and immediately get $1 million. Why wouldn't you do it? Well, you have to fit the property, the income criteria to get that house in the first place. But that's already happening. In the first lot of apartments that were built in one of these property developments, they first sold them 5 years ago for $500,000. They are now being flicked on for $1.3 million. That's an apartment in the middle of a property development where every other house in that area is $900,000. So here at Point England, I am supporting this bill because finally we have a developer with a heart who is an iwi, who has given up the land that they have fought for in a treaty settlement to get back, so that under first right of refusal to provide low-income, affordable houses and rental accommodation for the people who most need it. And so I commend this bill to the House.
Members, the question